Hey everyone, so today we are going to see if you have a non-homogeneous linear system of differential equations, then how to find the general solution. And well, the concept is same as that you saw for the earlier case. That means when you have a single differential equation, if you have any nth order linear non-homogeneous differential equation, then we know that if y of x is any general solution, then how your y of x looks like? It is of the form yh of x plus yp of x, where yh of x is the general solution for the corresponding homogeneous part and yp is the particular solution. Now to find yp, we have seen two methods: method of undetermined coefficients and method of variation of parameters. Now the same thing or the same concept gets generalized when you have system of differential equations. Now here also, if my y is any general solution, here t is my independent variable, then that general solution of the system is of the form the homogeneous solution plus the particular solution. So these are the notations I am using for homogeneous part and for the particular part. Since I am referring Kreyszig book, that's why I am keeping the same notation. But it's okay. Some people write h at the suffix. That's also it is okay. No problem. So we in earlier lecture we saw how to find yh. That means if you have a homogeneous system with constant coefficients, homogeneous system of differential equations with constant coefficients, we have seen how eigenvalues and eigenvectors help us to find the general solution. Now today we are going to see how to find yp. Now again there are two methods, undetermined coefficients and variation of parameter. Today we will be concentrating on method of undetermined coefficients, how that method can be used to find yp. Well, whatever method you saw there, like there was a table, right? What depending on the right hand side you choose your yp and then you modify your yp, right? So the same table works here as well, only there is a slight change. Instead of constants you will have vectors over here. I will tell you more when we will see examples, and the modification rule is applied in a different way. Okay, so these are the two things one has to take care when they are playing with system of differential equations. Okay, so let us try to see how does method of undetermined coefficients can be used when you have a system of linear differential equations. So suppose my y1 prime is what? a11 of a11 into y1 plus a12 into y2 plus a1n into yn. So y1 to yn are my dependent variables, my t is an independent variable. So here I want all the coefficients to be constants. Okay, if I want to apply method of undetermined coefficients, this has to be constants, plus since it's a non-homogeneous, you will have a function of t. That means a function of independent variable. That means you will have a term which is independent of dependent variable and its derivatives. Okay. Similarly, suppose you have another equation y2 prime equal to a21 y1 plus a2n yn plus g2 of t up to yn prime equal to this. So this is, you have a system of non-homogeneous linear differential equations. Okay, and in the matrix form this can be written as y prime. This is the n cross 1 vector. This is a into y plus g. So g is that vector. A is the matrix consisting of these coefficients a11, a12, and y is the column vector consisting of dependent variables. Okay, so when you have a non-homogeneous system, we need to find yp, because how does the general solution looks like? As I wrote earlier, yh plus yp. Now let's see some examples on how to choose your yp. So consider this as an example. So it's a 2 cross 2 system because you have two differential equations. So first thing you always do is you write in the matrix form. That is the first job whenever you have a system of differential equations. So when I write down this in the matrix form, I write down the coefficients over here, then the variables, and here I can write in a nice way. Since both has e raised to 70, I can take out outside and I can write minus 6 and 2. If they are different, then you can't take out common, then you have to write here itself. But yeah, here it was common, so I wrote outside. I will take more examples when they are different as well. Okay, so this is what we have. So you have y prime equal to ay plus g of t. So it's a non-homogeneous system. So first thing is you find the solution for the homogeneous part. How do you find? As we have seen earlier, the first step is you find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So how do you find eigenvalues? Determinant of A minus lambda I. So what is over here? What is determinant of this? Minus 3 minus lambda 1 1 minus 3 minus lambda equal to 0. And when you solve this, you do multiplication. This will give you lambda plus 2 into lambda plus 4 equals 0. And therefore your eigenvalues are minus 2 and minus 4. So once you found the eigenvalues, next step is you find the eigenvectors. So for minus 2, eigenvector comes out to be 1 1. For minus 4, eigenvector comes out to be 1 minus 1. At this position, if you are not comfortable with finding eigenvectors, you pause the video or you see my earlier lectures. I will provide all the links in the description, and you make sure you find the eigenvalues and the eigenvectors. Okay. Now once you have YH, your job is to find YP. So what is the first step? The method of undetermined coefficient says you need to choose your YP. Now what was your RHS? Now it's a two-step process. Recall our lecture on method of undetermined coefficients when you had only one differential equations. So there we saw that for YP it's a two-step process. First you choose the YP and then you see whether you need to modify it or not. So here what is the right hand side? It was something into e raised to 70. So whenever you have an exponential, what does the method says? You choose a multiple of exponential, right? So you choose some multiple. Now for you have two equations. So it will be a vector over here. So e raised to 70 and here say alpha 1 and alpha 2. So that's the first difference. There you had some c into e raised to 70, some constant. Why one constant? Because you had one differential equation. Okay. Now here you have two differential equations. So you will have this two constants. That means a vector into e raised to 70. So that's the first difference while choosing the YP in the system and without the system. Okay. Now this is the YP you chose. Now see whether this is coming into YH. No, e raised to 7 is not in YH. Great. So no need to modify. Now the same procedure. You find your YP prime, which is nothing but 7 alpha 1 alpha 2 e raised to 70. Now YP is a solution of this system. Y prime equal to AY plus G. So you substitute the value over here. What is my YP prime? 7 alpha 1, 7 alpha 2 e raised to 70 equals to what was over A? Minus 3 1 1 minus 3 if I am not wrong. And then here you have YP, right? A into capital Y. What is my Y? Alpha 1 alpha 2 e raised to 70 plus minus 6 to e raised to 70. So what do you get? This is minus 3 alpha 1 minus 3 alpha 1 plus alpha 2 alpha 1 minus 3 alpha 2 e raised to 70 plus minus 6 to e raised to 70. Fine. This vector into this vector and then this vector into this vector. And now you compare. What is here? 7 alpha 1. What is here? Minus 3 alpha 1 plus alpha 2 minus 6. What is here again? 7 alpha 2. That is equal to alpha 1 minus 3 alpha 2 plus 2. You take alpha 1 over here, you take alpha 2 over here. You have system of linear equations. Now you can use elimination, substitution or Gauss elimination method. Use any method, you find alpha 1 and alpha 2, you plug in the value over here in YP and that's what your YP is. And once you have your YP, you have your Y, the general solution, which is YH plus YP. So that was a simple example. Let's go for the next example. Now in the second example, this part I have kept as it is. I have not changed my A. Okay, so that my YH will be the same thing. No need to again compute YH. Just to save our time, I have taken the same matrix A and it was 1 minus 1 e raised to minus 40. So this was our YH. So I need to choose my YP, right? So what YP you choose? Now your right hand side, see, now they are different. So first thing you do is you write your G of T as minus 60 e raised to 70 plus 02 cos of 3t. I have just separated exponential and trigonometry. So that's why I got this 0 over here. Now we have to choose your YP. See, now the things will be simple. For exponential, you choose exponential. So say alpha 1 alpha 2 e raised to 70. For trigonometry, if you recall the table, what do we choose when you have trigonometry? If you recall, it was k cos omega t plus m sin omega t. So same thing you do for cos, you will choose k1, k2. See, it's a 2 cross 1 vector because you have two systems, two differential equation. If you had three differential equation, then this would have been alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, k1, k2, k3. If you would have n equations, it will be alpha 1 to alpha n. Okay, so that's the difference. So k cos 3t plus m sin of 3t. So this is what you choose your yp. Now next step, do you need to modify yp? E raised to 7t is not in yh, great. Cos and sin is not in yh, great. So no need to modify your yp. Okay, so now you have yp, you find yp prime. What will be yp prime? This 7 will come at the front, cos will become sin, and you have minus 3 over here, and sin will become cos, and for 3t you have plus 3. And then you put up this in the equation, your yp prime is ayp plus g. So once you have yp prime, you plug in over here in the equation, and what do you get? Yp prime. So I wrote yp prime over here equal to a into yp. So there's the value of yp we chose plus your g of t. That's what I wrote over here. Okay, so this is the complete thing we have. Now it's very lengthy, so I won't be solving ahead. But yeah, the idea is what now? You multiply, you take this a inside. So this is a into this plus a into this plus a into this and plus these two terms. So then you compare the coefficients. For e raised to 7t, what is the first coefficient? 7 alpha 1 equal to, what is the coefficient of e raised to 7t? What was my a? Minus 3, 1, 1, minus 3. So what is the first vector? Minus 3 alpha 1 plus alpha 2. And e raised to 7t is here, which is minus 6. What is e raised to 7t ka second coefficient? 7 alpha 2 equals, you have here alpha 1 minus 3 alpha 2, and then e raised to 7t is here, which is 0, so plus 0. Then again you look for sin 3 first coefficient, minus 3k1 equals, now where is sin? It's here, so a into first row into first column, that is minus 3m1 plus m2. And where is other sign? There is no else sign. Again, then minus 3k2, where is sign? Is here. So second row into this column, m1 minus 3m2. Then you go for cos. So we have 3m1, and here we have, here is the cos. So first row into first column, so it will be minus 3k1 plus k2. And where is cos? Here is the cos, so that is 0. And here you have 3m2 is equal to second row of a into this first column, which is k1 minus 3k2 plus this second entry 2. And now here is you have 6 linear equations. So you can write them in the matrix form, bring these constants on one side, write in the matrix form. You have 6 cross 6 matrix of order 6 cross 6, and you find all the constants, you plug in the value, and you get yp. Okay, so that's how one can find yp. Now such kind of big problems usually no one asks in exam, but they might ask you choose the correct yp. So that's why choosing yp is important, and one should have an idea on how to solve. That's why I did so much of work. Okay, so I hope you have the idea on how to solve this. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask me in the comment section. So I covered the basic rule, I covered the sum rule when you have two things. Now let's go for the last one, which is the modification rule, and here one has to be little bit cautious. So this last example I will solve completely so that the understanding is clear. So here is the final example. So y prime is ay plus g. Our a is the same earlier matrix which we had in the first and the second example, and g is now minus 6 to e raised to minus 2t. So for both the vectors it is e raised to minus 2t. The same thing, first thing is you first find yh. So eigenvalues are minus 2, minus 4. Eigenvectors were 1, 1 and 1 minus 1. So this is your yh. To find yp, the first step is you have to choose yp. So you look at the right hand side, it has to be a multiple of exponential. So let's say alpha 1, alpha 2, e raised to minus 2t. Now once you choose, you need to modify your yp. So to modify your yp, you have to check whether it is coming into yh. If yes, then only you need to modify. So yes, it is coming into yh. How many times? Only one times. So if you recall method of undetermined coefficients for one equations, if it was repeating once, we used to multiply by x, the independent variable. So here it is coming only once, so I will multiply by only one times my independent variable. Okay, so it was cx e raised to lambda t. Here it is vector t e raised to lambda t. Okay, but there it was sufficient, but here choosing this much is not sufficient. Why so? You find yp prime, plug in over here, you won't get the answer. Okay, and therefore one need to modify it further. So if this is my, let me call this as say x bar. Okay, so let me choose x1 x2, because people usually like to take x1 x2 when they take x bar as a vector. So let me represent this by x bar. This is t e raised to minus 2t. So this will not help me, so I need to choose one more vector which we call as the generalized eigenvector. So now our job is to find what is this x bar and what is this v bar. Okay, so let's try to find x bar and v bar. So this is, we have to choose yp. So this is the extra term that comes in when you play with method of undetermined coefficients in system of differential equations. Now here you have to give a thought. What is that thought? Pause the video and think. So suppose here you had e raised to minus 2t, and here also e raised to minus 2t, and here also e raised to minus 2t. Then what yp you will choose? That's a bit complicated, but it's okay. Give a thought on that. Okay. Now coming back to this, we want to find x bar and v bar. So we will plug in this over here. So what is my yp prime? It is nothing but here I need to apply the product rule. So this is x bar, derivative t is 1, then exponential derivative is minus 2, and here minus 2 v bar e raised to minus 2t. Now we plug in the value of yp bar over here, yp over here, and value of g, and what you will get is, so this is what we get. Yp prime is here, that's what the three terms, equal to a into yp. So yp had two terms, so a into first term plus a into second term plus g of t. Okay, so this is what I get when I substitute the value of yp prime and yp in the given system. Okay, now let's compare. t e raised to minus 2t. The coefficients are ax equal to minus 2x. So this implies that your x bar is an eigenvector for eigenvalue minus 2. And in yh we saw what are the eigenvectors? 1 1, right? That means the multiple of 1 1. Okay, so my x bar implies it has to be some a comma a, right? Because what were the eigenvectors? I wrote this in yh. So what are all eigenvectors? They are multiple of 1 1. That means both the components has to be same. Now here I am getting x bar is an eigenvector. So question is, which is that eigenvector? Whether it is 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, minus 1 minus 1, minus pi minus pi. I know that both the components are same. I need to find which one will fit for this yp, because yp has to be solution, right? So I know that both the components are same because eigenvectors are multiple of 1 1. We will find the a, don't worry. Now let's compare for e raised to minus 2t. I have x bar minus 2v is equal to av plus minus 6 to e raised to minus 2t. Correct? This is what we get. Now here you can observe, if I take everything on one side, so what is my x bar? Let me write here aa minus 2, or let me take this on that side. So av bar plus 2v bar plus minus 6 to e raised to minus 2t. Okay, now what is this? A plus, this is nothing but a plus 2i into v bar plus as it is. What is a plus 2y? What was our a? Minus 3 1. So minus 1 1, and here 1 and minus 3. So minus 3 plus 2 is again minus 1, v1 v2 plus as it is. Now what is the first component? A. What is the first component? Minus v1 plus v2, minus v1 plus v2 plus what is the first component? Minus 6. Okay, that's what I get. Oh, here this won't be here, my bad. You are comparing the coefficients, so e raised to minus 2t will not come. Okay. Then again, the second component is a. What is the second component? This into this. So 1 into v1 minus v2 and then plus 2. Okay. Now if you observe, what is this? If you observe, your a plus 6 is equal to minus v1 plus v2, and here you take a on that side. So minus a plus 2 is minus v1 plus v2. Now my right hand side are same, so I can equate left hand sides. So a plus 6 is equal to minus a plus 2. So your a comes out to be minus 2. And I get my x bar. My x bar is nothing but minus 2 minus 2. So from here I came to know that it has to be eigenvector. And I computed eigenvector while finding yh. They are the multiples of 1, 1. And here I got for yp, this eigenvector will work. Okay, so I got x bar. Now we want to find v bar. So now if I put value of a over here, which is minus 2 minus 2. Okay, so what do I get? This is equal to 4. Okay, so what is my v2? v2 is nothing but v1 plus 4. This is the condition I am getting on the components of v bar. So therefore, if I write this over here, our v bar, which was nothing but v1, v2, what did we get? We got minus 4 equal to minus 1 plus v2, right? Now there was no minus sign. So we had v2 is 4 plus v1. So what is this v bar? 0, 4 plus 1, 1 times v1. All this will be the vectors for v bar. But we want only one v bar. So for simplicity, you can take v1 to be 0. So your v bar comes out to be this. And therefore, your yp is nothing but minus 2 minus 2 t e raised to minus 2t plus 0, 4 e raised to minus 2t. This is what your yp is, and therefore the general solution is yh plus yp. So that's how you should play with method of undetermined coefficients. Well, if you have any doubt in this, you can ask me in the comment section, and if everything is clear, then do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.